What is going on? So I have three absolutely amazing folding knives, all of which absolutely blow my mind, and you're probably going to want to buy all three of these after this video. So the first one here, this is the Kizer Guru. Probably the most premium quality folding knife that I have ever handled from Kizer, and I can say that for a few reasons. Just everything about this knife, in my opinion, is perfect. The flipper tab action is super easy to deploy and super smooth feeling. It is on ball bearings, and then the lock bar access is very easy to access. The blade is almost 100% drop shut. I think you'd really just have to handle this knife to understand how perfect it is. The ergonomics are on point. The titanium scales are not too smooth like you would see on some knife models, so it offers a good amount of grip. We have this nice large finger choil which offers a good amount of choking up for more precise cutting and a few different grip types. The pocket clip is not reversible and it is not deep carry, but it works very well. The blade is a drop point / sheep's foot blade with the satin finish, constructed from S35VN steel, which is probably one of my favorite steels, one of the most versatile steels on the market. And then the next knife we're going to talk about, this is the Maxace Blackmirror. Something cool about this knife, it is only deployed from the fuller, so basically it's primarily a reverse flick deployment knife. Just a very sweet and unique knife for the price. We got the M390 stonewash blade, which is a drop point / sheep's foot style blade. The scales are titanium, and then we have the lightning anodized pivot collar, as well as the pocket clip and backspacer. Though those three things, the pivot collar, backspacer, and pocket clip, they do come with a more gold anodization finish, so I'm not sure if you can buy this with the lightning anodization, or if that's something that you would have to put on there yourself or have someone else do. I would say this action is pretty dang perfect. Just the sound it makes is really satisfying, and then the lock bar access is very accessible. There's obviously a little bit of a cutout there for it, and then the knife isn't quite drop shut, but it's smooth enough to where that is not a problem whatsoever. I do like the curvature of the handle. It makes it so, like, just the design of this knife, it's obviously an excellent slicer. The fuller really is in just the perfect position for the reverse flick. You cannot really deploy it in any other way. Like, you can't really get the thumb flick. It's not a thing. It's just a reverse flick knife, which I do like about it. And then we have this nice little finger choil here, so you can choke up for some more precise cutting. And just the shape of the knife allows you to be able to hold it in several different grip positions. This knife just is awesome. And yes, the pocket clip is not reversible and it is not deep carry, but it does work very well. It slides in and out of the pockets with ease. Now, last but not least, this is the Tactile Maverick. This is a fairly new knife model from Tactile Knife Co. We have the very sleek drop point magnet cut blade, which has a stonewash like finish, and then the scales are titanium with this very nice milling design on the scales, which definitely aid in the ergonomics. The ergonomic factor is already on point, but the milling just kind of adds to it. But yeah, it feels very great in the hands. We have this little bit of finger choil to choke up for more precise cutting. This thing can be held in a variety of different hand positions. Just the overall look and design is super on point. The thumb stud action is excellent. Very easy to deploy from the thumb studs with the thumb or the reverse flick. Well, the reverse flick isn't quite as easy, but it's definitely doable. One thing I do have a small complaint about is actually the axis lock position and just the handle shape in comparison to the lock. The handle just slightly too long, because normally when I close an axis lock knife, I would put the butt end of the handle nestled into my palm here, and then I can just grab the lock and then swing it shut just like that. But it's just a little bit too long for me to do that comfortably, and when I do that, it kind of wants to slide out of my palm like that. So you kind of have to hold the lock bar with your finger to close it or to actuate the lock, which is a little frustrating. And then also the blade doesn't just fall shut like a lot of other axis locked knives that I've tried do. It would be a lot better if the blade just fell shut as soon as you pulled this back, but I could probably mess with the pivot collar a little bit, but it's actually not my knife, so I won't do that. Pocket clip is not deep carry, but it does work very well. It goes in and out of the pockets pretty easily. So let me know, out of these three amazing folding knives, you're most likely to purchase and carry. For me, I'm thinking it would probably be this Kizer Guru. It actually happens to be the least expensive of the three, which is interesting. And then the runner-up would be this Maxace Blackmirror. Though all three of these folding knives are damn near perfect, and I think you should check them out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my daily EDC content. Peace.